Whoa! Who knew I would make it this far? They hated, they never believed me. Yeah, I would never drop the ball. I know I make it look easy. Yeah, Mayweather with the defense. I don't care what a critic gotta say. I got them picking up the pieces.
Hey guys, welcome back to Golden Aesthetics. This is Artemus Dolgin. I actually wanted to start this video just this way. Come on in, guys. This motherfucker is making me make content. I have a lot more time right now, so I can share with you a lot more about my life. This video, I wanted to film it for a long time. My food has changed since my bodybuilding day. My diet, my approach to nutrition changed drastically. And in this video, I want to show you a whole day of my nutrition, my food, what supplements I'm taking, what vitamins, what minerals, what water I'm drinking, how I'm cooking my food. I'm gonna take you in depth to understanding nutrition from my own perspective, because I feel like it has changed and it went through a certain evolution of getting really balanced and dialed into my personal needs. Nutrition is the most crucial aspect of our lives that is responsible for most important aspect, it's health. And I'm gonna show you how to eat, most importantly, not just balanced, not for muscle building, not for sustaining endurance, for health. Health is everything. And I know a lot of you are wondering what I got in my fridge. Today we have nothing. We have absolutely nothing. That's why we're gonna go to the store and I'm gonna show you exactly what nutrition I'm picking, what products I'm picking, what kind of chicken I'm getting, what kind of water I'm getting, what kind of greens I'm getting, and so forth. So let's jump in the truck, drive to Whole Foods, and I'm gonna take you through the entire day of cooking, every single meal, how I cook it, what sauce I'm using, and so forth. It's gonna be a very knowledgeable, very interesting video because while I'm cooking, we're gonna talk about every single meal, about every single piece of nutrition that's on the table, and I think you're gonna learn a lot from it. Let's get it. Gotta close the door, man. AC is on. This is, by the way, my go-to shake. This is not an advertisement. Woman Rabbit is something I've been using for quite some time. It's not protein for muscle building or whatnot, just for well-being and for good calories. It has strawberries, coconut cream, banana, almond butter, plant protein, flax oil, superfood greens, and maca root. Just good macronutrients to have in your stomach. This is actually the second meal. This is what I eat this is what I consume after I consume my breakfast. As I said, we're on the way to Whole Foods, and I was gonna shop some of them. This is where I buy them, but on the way I'm gonna consume one of these. And by the way, this is how we open it these days too. You see it? You see it? This is the process, man. I live with my left hand right now. Like I live through it. I'm the new era about to snap back. You ain't fitting for it cause you all cap like. Hold up, I shoot my shot, wait, hold up. I'm really about to run this go up. You know it's all net when it go up. Ain't got no other plans, you don't need to understand. Ay, we on overtime, you don't need to understand. Ay. This is on the way to the Whole Foods. You know, it's not like going through a fucking town or through whatever, Southside Chicago, you know? Look at this fucking beauty, it's insane. The energy here is absolutely amazing. This is one of my most favorite places on earth is Palm Springs, really. I spend a lot of time here in this desert, and it's in a certain parallel. It's a different frequency here, and you can feel it, you know? I definitely tune into my surroundings when I'm here. I wanted to stop and take a few photos, if you will, and share with you a little something, and the view.
Whoa! Who knew I would make it this far? They hated, they never believed me. Yeah, I would never drop the ball. I know I make it look easy. Yeah, Mayweather with the defense. I don't care what a critic gotta say. I got them picking up the pieces. That to me, you really playing with your life. I'm about to come and run it all back. I'm the new era about to snap back. You ain't fitting for it cause you all cap like. Hold up, I shoot my shot. Wait, hold up.
Bro, it's been a while since I've been in the store with the camera following me around. It's been a long fucking while, but I'm gonna show you what I eat. Everything is really simple, down to earth, organic. Let's get it. We'll start with fruit. There are two kinds of fruit I eat: is blueberries, watermelon, and bananas. 3 kinds. Doing everything with one hand is even more fun to watch. You know what I'm saying? This is fucking watching a handicapped walking around. But this is what I have to do. I have to do it, man. This is discipline. You know what I mean? You wouldn't watch this film, I mean this video, if I wasn't injured, because I wouldn't be doing this shit. I would be busy doing my life. My favorite snack is sunflowers and sunflower seeds. This is like my number one snack. Baby spinach and arugula for my salad, along with spring mix salad. Dude, the discipline I have fucking is insane. The discipline is insane. But, because you see me doing this one-handed. Cutting the watermelon with one hand, with one arm is not very comfortable, but I'm learning how to do it. And also not using plastic bags. I actually hate plastic bags. I don't like plastic to touch my food whatsoever. Even though I know it travels in plastic, the least time your food spends with the plastic, the better. I'm gonna be sincere with you. I eat chocolate. Even when I'm dieting hard, I eat chocolate. I don't see the chocolate that I like in here right now. Maybe I'll see it later there. But it's a part of my nutrition almost every day. Hey, what's up, brother? Man, do you have any salmon gravlax?
Yeah.
Can I have a half a pound of salmon gravlax?
Gravlax?
Yes, gravlax. This is the only salmon that I would eat with my eggs. I'll have like 2 of those pieces right there then. Thank you, man. Hey guys, I'm also recording this thing in Russian, so I'm going back and forth, Russian, English, but as you see, I'm getting basics. I need some eggs. We need some eggs. I don't consume dairy whatsoever, never, no dairy. I'm joking. I'm gonna get this one. Today is Saturday, and today is a party, so this is so good. I can let myself have this. I also fuck with peanut butter, but not every day. When I want some peanut butter, I get some peanut butter, but it's not an everyday thing. If I fuck with something, I would fuck with that. That's my sweet tooth killer. So let me check if I got everything, because I wrote everything down. Egg, salmon, avocado, tomato, cucumber, shakes, chicken breast, ground turkey, sweet potato, broccoli, salad, sea bass. I think I have some dressing for the salad. I think I do. That's all. Now we're gonna go back home and cook it.
Tell me how you plan to win if you plan to play it safe. Moving fast, already gone, yeah, but you bringing me back.
Yes, thank you. For your time, fucking paying for this shit. It's $220 for, I'm just letting you know, for about a day and a half of nutrition. I mean, definitely there's like more sweet potato. I'm not gonna eat more than one. Same thing with chicken breast, but it's gonna be more than probably, but two days, not that. A day and a half for sure. Fuck, dude, it's pricey as fuck today in Whole Foods in California. I have no idea what kind of format of a video you have to record this on this specific topic, but this is blood of a shark. This is what I start my day with. Every single day I have a glass of blood of a shark that I catch myself. and kill myself. This is this is my basics, man. I don't take any other supplements outside of this. Also take supplementa for your prostate health. But this is the basics that I go throughout the day. I'll also add potassium. I don't have potassium at the moment, but this is the vitamins I consume every single day. I believe that nutrition is, as I said, is a staple of health. And throughout my day, I consume 4 to 6 meals. One of them is a liquid meal. It's not a protein shake, but it is a shake. I told you and show you before. Right now, I'm going to take you through every single meal that I consume throughout the day. I believe this is a very balanced nutrition. However, I manipulate my carb intake, my fat intake, and sort of run through a carb manipulation cycle where I feel like I have enough glycogen in my body or have enough energy. I stay low carb, high fat, high protein diet with lots of greens and definitely fruit. Fruit is something that completely changed my digestion and my sweet tooth. I don't have as much cravings when I run low carb diet if I consume enough fruit. And I consume fruit only in the morning on an empty stomach after I do cardio. My cardio session could last up to 90 minutes, 2 hours, 2.5 hours. And I would just go balls to the wall, and I enjoy doing it. I strive when I do cardio, especially with my machines, explosiveness, endurance, stamina, all that mixed together creates an ultimate athlete. And I've noticed how much of a performance change there is in my life after I adjusted and started understanding my nutrition a lot better. So after I do 2 hours of cardio, an hour of cardio in the morning, which is religiously done every single day without negotiation, especially right now going through the surgery. I've done cardio every single day. And the first day of the surgery, I was already doing cardio. And I was very careful about it. The doctor told me a green light, gave me a green light. So, and when I don't have an injury, man, I train twice a day, sometimes 3 times a day, and consuming enough food, consuming the right nutrition to sustain the workload and recovery at the same time has to be dialed in. I mean, it is the most important component. Every single component in your success formula of an athlete is essential, but this is the foundation. This is the foundation. So this is my basic vitamins I'm taking throughout the day. I'm taking them early in the morning after the first meal. And my go-to fruit after I complete my training, I definitely drink lots of water throughout the day. I have my watermelon, which is my absolute favorite. It's going to be a nightmare cutting it I became a lot more savage. With having just one arm. I just slice it, fucking, and eat it with my hand. And it's such a great excuse, by the way. It's so much more convenient. You don't have to be civil. And I think I'm meant to be a fucking animal. Then I like to make a little salad. I will chop that up. I will chop my watermelon, and I'll chop my raspberries, blueberries. Just wash them, right? And then I have some strawberries. Dude, you see how fucking... This is not some professional studio bullshit. This is like real deal thing, man. A real single guy living his life. I also like to have, this is my secret weapon, papaya. I usually have half of it along with everything else. It's a pretty big serving of fruit and my banana. So that would be my very first meal of the day. I mean, I probably should chop it up, and I have some help actually to make a really nice salad for me. And we will make it happen after I'm done explaining what I'm having in the salad. We're gonna, show you a little example. I'm gonna have a lunch, breakfast, and dinner, all my meals today, all at once tonight. I'm gonna consume them. So it's pretty cool. So that would be my very first food intake, along with water. And then after 45 minutes, I'll cook myself a breakfast. So let's see how it looks in the bowl. Honey, come over here. Теперь на русском языке. Вот. А потом мне нужно, чтобы вы мне помогли нарезать салат. So, просто арбуз один и все. Но мы сидим вместе с вами. Вместе, that's a lot. Bro, there's not one I want to ask me. How the fuck did I cut this up myself, right? But it took me about 3.5 hours to make the salad right there. Feel me? Real good. Fruit is my absolute favorite. I like to start my day with fruit on empty stomach, only on empty stomach. You know what? Like, I think like 6 years ago, I did an interview with Frank Zane, and he told me that he was consuming fruit only on empty stomach in the mornings. And I didn't really pay attention to it as much. I remembered about that, but I didn't really practice it at all because I was not to eat. I wasn't told not to eat fruit by bodybuilder dietitians and stuff because it has a lot of sugar. But this is a good kind of stuff, and it's a good kind of sugar, and I think you should eat fruit, a lot of fruit, especially in the morning. I mean, just enough amount, right amount. And I kind of already know, you know, where I should stop and what kind of fruit I would like to eat in the morning. Papaya is definitely by far my favorite fruit, along with watermelon. What's going on? Dude, that's okay. It's some real shit, man. But it is truly a struggle to do everything with one arm, and like, yeah, especially cooking, man. You know what I'm saying? Especially cooking, but for some reason people love to see food being cooked and consumed. But it's my first meal, bro. And also I'll do a lot of, not a lot, but a few strawberries. Well, it's not morning right now, by the way, either. It's pretty late at night, man. It's fucking 9 o'clock at night, and I'm gonna eat right now breakfast, lunch, and dinner. But I really wanted to make this video and really discuss in depth the ideas behind my diet and behind certain meals, because it took me years to figure this out in order to feed myself efficiently, healthy, and in a way that truly satisfy my needs. Besides looking good, besides looking big, besides constantly trying to grow. You know, I feel like it's a very unhealthy approach. Try to force feed your body and overload the digestive system, because if your digestive system is not working properly, constantly bloated, you're not able to absorb the nutrients and go through metabolism, anabolism efficiently, because your body is not absorbing the protein at the same rate and doesn't digest the nutrients in the same rate if you overstuff. So it's extremely important to eat just enough amount. It's better to eat a little less than a little more, because once you overload your stomach, you start feeling foggy, you start being sluggish, you start procrastinating things, because your gut is connected with your brain with millions of nerves, and it's extremely important to really dial in your nutrition every single day. Understand how much coffee you can allow yourself to drink, how much carbs you should put into your meals, how much fats you have to add to your diet, in what sources. You really have to dial those things in, because they will make a whole difference in your performance, in your recovery, and most importantly, in your health. This has been worked out by myself in a long time, because I didn't have fruit in the morning on an empty stomach. Then I would just ham myself down with pancakes and steak and just go on calories because I want to get big. You go through those stages and you look back and you understand what you've done wrong. And now I'm giving you a blueprint to a healthy life. So this is the salad that I would do on an empty stomach after I do my cardio, and then I move to my meal one, which is probably my favorite meal of the day. Let's get it. Boom. And that's it. Let's record one little B-roll. Bro, look at this, baby. Papaya. I eat this with a spoon. You know, I just drag all these things out in the trash can and just scoop it out and eat it. I absolutely love papaya. Look it up. Papaya is so good. So this is, here it is. Boom. Можешь вот один снять сюда, показать. Bam. So as I said, guys, I'll be honest with you, I'm chilling right now. This is like 9 o'clock at night. It's Saturday by the way. And I'm enjoying doing this video, by the way. I feel like I'm chilling here with you right now, and I'm cooking for you. I'm cooking this breakfast for you. This is my favorite meal of the day. This is, used to be steak and eggs, but not some more. That's just so heavy. And eat steak once a week, maybe twice a month. After my leg day, I'll have a ribeye. But that's the only time I eat meat. I'm still a fan, but I feel like my body operates and functions so much better without meat. And I think there's just the right timing to eat red meat. I would eat ground meat, like ground bison. It's just easy to digest, easier, it doesn't sit in my stomach as much. But nowadays I stick to salmon krovlax. It's a smoked salmon with 4 whole eggs, 2 egg whites. I'll just spin them in here and cook them on a frying pan with a little bit of olive oil spray. And then once everything done, I'll slice up some tomatoes. 1 tomato in particular. I will slice up avocado and some cucumbers, put all very nicely on the plate, and enjoy my meal with a cup of oat milk latte. And as I said, today I'm gonna eat breakfast, at night, and I'm gonna have breakfast, lunch, and dinner right now. But this is how everything looks. Let me cook it up for you and see how beautiful this breakfast looks. As you can see, I'm a fucking master. Left hand, motherfucker. You know I'm right-handed, so now I'm doing everything with the left hand. Everything. My whole life is truly experienced through a left hand. And I'm trying to really take care of it and massage it, and ice it, because I overuse it, so I don't, you know what I mean? And it really sucks, man. It really sucks. It's a struggle, but it's a lot easier to order food, some fucking takeout and shit like that, especially when you one-handed, but not me, motherfucker, not me. This is, I think this is the best case scenario for you to see me at my worst, still doing my best, because nutrition takes work. This is not something that it just happens, right? Like, it's so good to have a meal prep, but I struggle to get one that's decent, that's not cheap, that's made in the right way, delicious. And no one can cook my food and control the way I control my food like I do. And I cook my food for one day. That's it. I cook every single day. I like my food fresh. I don't get tired of my diet because it's served cold. I like to have my food warm. And it's a luxury. It's a luxury to eat, to live the way I do, but I make a living out of my passion, and I was able to really do that. So I do put extra effort into my nutrition because I like it to be delicious. I don't like to eat out of a plastic container. It just doesn't taste the same. It doesn't feel the same, and that's it for me. I don't mind putting in extra effort. I don't mind at all because I enjoy this type of setup and I enjoy this type of cooking. And when you see this food and you want to eat it, it's not something you struggle with. Majority of people are like, oh my God, I'm struggling because I'm on a diet. Like, when you eat good, you don't struggle. You struggle on tilapia and broccoli all day, every day because you're in caloric deficit and your trainer doesn't know how to put a good meal plan together. And you just deprive yourself. Like, you go through deprivation to reach that extreme level. There is a level of sacrifice to suffer when you come to that top of the level, but we're not talking about that. We're talking about sustainable, healthy life every day with looking your best. I know it's not pretty. The plate was supposed to be pretty, but it was pretty hard for me to cut an avocado in a very pretty way. and it doesn't really matter. I'm kind of squashing it out. And it's not as soft yet, but I like my avocado a little bit firm. I really do. Just gonna clean up the plate. So not too bad for one-handed motherfucker, huh? What a breakfast. We got 4 whole eggs, 2 egg whites, tomatoes, cucumbers, about 4 ounces of salmon, and avocado. This is what I eat. This is my favorite meal of the day. It's very light, yet very filling. Has lots of nutrients, a lot of micronutrients, fiber, digests pretty quickly. I'm ready for my second meal. And most importantly, I'm fresh. I like to have my mental clarity. I don't eat much carbs in the morning. Hardly ever. Lately, I have so much more energy and I eat so much less carbs. I know where I have to bump them up. In the morning, I feel like if I load on carbs, I go into this very foggy state of mind. I get tired, I get sleepy, I start crashing around noon. I like to have my breakfast to be light, and this is very fulfilling, gives me lots of energy from fats, from salmon. It has a decent amount of protein, whole eggs, tomatoes. I mean, this tastes bomb. And I have a cup of latte, oat milk, just chilling. This is my favorite meal of the day. And about 2 hours later, I consume a shake that I'm gonna show you again. And then afterwards, I will have my chicken with rice. And I'm gonna show you how I cook it. But for now, let me have this breakfast at 10:30 p.m. with a glass of, by the way, I forgot, I will also sprinkle just a little bit of a seasoning, because it does give it just a little flavor, you know, and it does taste, dude, this is bomb. This is fucking bomb. That's it. So as I said, my second consumption of food, third consumption basically, is Urban Remedy Shake. As I said before, I'm not sponsored by them or anything like that. I just like the way it tastes. I like the contest. I mean the ingredients. Just really good macronutrients for your body, just for a healthy gut, and does give me a little bit of energy. And it serves as a little filler. I wouldn't say it fills me up, but it's a good gap. I also will have some nuts, either almonds. I actually like sunflower seeds. I eat a lot of them. I'm not gonna lie. I snack on sunflower seeds all day long. I'm not gonna lie. Just sunflower seeds all day long. It's a great filler for me. It's a good bridge between meals, and they're very filling. You know, definitely. I'll actually have a cup of coffee throughout the day. I don't finish the entire cup. I kind of sip on my coffee, you know. And actually, if I order a large oatmeal latte, I never finish it. It usually goes a medium one that kind of gets to the end. But I can have coffee all the way till late noon, by the way, just the same cup of it, because I drive so much, no hustle. But this is what I consume as a second meal. I count it as a meal, and then I move on to my basic course throughout the day. You're looking at the 3 meals that I consume in the second part of the day, up until pretty late, I would say. It's my chicken breast. I bake everything, and most of the time, I'm not gonna lie, I air fried. My air fryer went to shit. This one right here. My other air fryer in the other place is the one to go. Has 2 slots. I throw my veggies in there, and another one I'll put my protein. I slice up my chicken breast, and I'll throw it in there, and it just comes out perfectly. While I'm here, I already preheated my oven at 400 degrees. I will slice it all up and wrap it into a foil, and aluminum foil, and along with my vegetables, this is my go-to veggies here. My third meal will include a salad, but I'll show you. I'm just gonna be baking my fish, but I'm gonna be making a salad as my last meal. You're looking at 1 yam. You're looking at broccoli. You're looking at asparagus, rice. I hate cooking rice. I'm not gonna lie, just so time consuming. But I just gotta get a rice cooker. But this is something you can cook in a microwave, which I don't recommend. This is my ground turkey. I slice everything up with air foil. Mix it with a little bit of olive oil or truffle oil. I really like and enjoying using this one. I also use it for my breakfast. I'm telling you guys, I'm giving you a best knowledge that you can possibly get anywhere. This is what I worked out through the years, and I would
eat some chocolate here and there. I will have a cheat meal whenever I really want it. But when I'm so focused and precise in my performance, my nutrition is so dialed in because it goes hand in hand. It fuels my performance. If I eat too much, if I eat cheat meal too much, I start guessing, my performance goes to stuff, my endurance is not as good. So I really like to eat precise and most importantly, clean. I know clean eating doesn't sound justifiable, but this is what I'm talking about. This is clean foods to me. And I have a variety of different nutrients that don't let me starve or feel like I'm depriving myself from something essential. I like to use this truffle oil to cook my proteins and sometimes add even to my salad. But let me show you how I slice everything up. I already preheated my oven. I'm gonna put everything into foils and load it in there. So I like to cook my broccoli in the air fryer, and you gotta know the right timing for it. But you have to keep an eye on the oven, you know, because you don't wanna over dry your broccoli. You want them to be nice and moist. Otherwise, they lose their nutritional density and efficiency. So it has to be right on point, just slightly nice and soft, nice and moistured. Also put some truffle oil on them, and then a little bit of seasoning and a little bit of salt. So I like to slice up my chicken and also throw it in the oven. As I said, put some truffle oil on it, some spices, a little bit of salt, and wrap it in the foil and put it in the oven at 400 degrees and just keep an eye on it and how soft and moist it is. Because again, you don't want to overdo your chicken, right? Because once it gets dry, you don't want to eat it. And as I said, I like to cook every meal at the time of consumption. I know it's super time consuming. Sometimes I have to cook ahead, but this is the best case scenario, is to eat food when it's made. I usually fry this in my pan. I'm also adding a little bit of truffle oil, a little bit of spices. I like a lot ground turkey. Can digest so fast, but it's a very, very high quality protein. And if we talk about increasing your protein intake, I would rather go with turkey. You know, it's very easy to account for. Again, digests very, very, very easy. Doesn't occupy that much space in your gut. As I said, it has the highest quality of protein. And our body absorbs this actually very, very well. So I usually use my hands like that. My hand. I can definitely be a chef, dude. Any restaurant, you name it. I used to be a sous chef at Lucas Park Grill in downtown St. Louis, Missouri. I started as a busboy, as a dishwasher. Then I was a prep cook, a cook on the line, and a sous chef. Can you imagine that? I was like 21 years old, and that was my very first job out of restaurants in St. Louis, by the way. And they fired me because I put the wrong plate on His Majesty owner's table guest. Man, they hated me. I don't know why they didn't like me, but they didn't like me. Fuck that fucking place. Lucas Park Grill in St. Louis, Missouri. Fuck you. That was a good manager over there. They hired me. I forgot his name. Bob. His name was Bob. And they fired that manager because he was a good man. So what I like is not to over fry my food. As I said before, I don't like to warm up my food because it does lose the moist micronutrients. The microwave dries shit out. I like to cook my meal and consume it right there and then. I know it's super time consuming. I know it's a luxury for a lot of people. I know a lot of you absolutely have to. But if you have an opportunity to at least keep everything in glass jars, you know, and if you can't afford yourself to reheat your food in the air fryer, or a pan, do that rather than using microwave. But we live in a very fast-paced world. We're absolutely forced to use it. So if you do use it, try to use a glass jar to warm up your food. You can still have it in a plastic, but I mean, I do believe that we have to decrease the consumption of plastic, especially when it comes down to our food, because it penetrates the nutrients and gets into our bloodstream. And as you know, according to the last research, there is a lot of plastic in human blood. And plastic is everywhere. It's in the ocean, it's everywhere. And it gets inside of our bodies by us drinking water out of plastic cups, out of plastic bottles, and using plastic containers to heat up our food. I hate doing that. I absolutely do. And if it was my will, I would completely get rid of my microwave and everything that comes with it, along with the plastic. But it is what it is. So if you want to stay healthy, because that's a foundation, you have to get as primal as you can. So I'm gonna have that this ground turkey. I'm gonna wait until my sweet potato and broccoli is ready. Let's check on that, by the way. Boom, that's it. Отлично. Oh man, тут еще. That's a long way to go. That's a long way to go. But we have time. It's a Saturday night, and it's a party in my house right now. So I'm telling you, the effort I'm putting in putting this fucking video together is crazy, man. So I finally got all my food out of the oven. I'm gonna show you all these meals, the way they look, what sauce I'm using, and most importantly, I do use some carbonated drinks. I use stevia. I'm not sponsored or anything like that. I'm just showing you what shit works. I use these, and I also use this Perrier water with pineapple flavoring, whatever flavoring there was, because it kind of helps me get the food down a lot easier, especially if it's, let's say, chicken, you know. So everything is cooked to perfection. As I said, the broccoli is still very moisturous, very nutritious, with all the micronutrients that we need. This is sea bass, also cooked to perfection. I know exactly how much time I have to, spend it in the oven. This is asparagus, also cooked to perfection, still full of moisture, not over dried. You don't want them over dried. Same thing with chicken. Chicken is not over dried. It's on point. And here I'm gonna make a salad. This is gonna be my last meal of the day. It's usually very light. It's a fish with salad. I use either champagne vinaigrette dressing, or I would use a little bit of olive oil. And I think this is what we're gonna do here today. I'm gonna show you how I put it all together, but very simple. It's baby arugula with spinach and a spring mix. I'm gonna use a little tomato and cucumber, slice it all up, mix it up, and then it's gonna be a salad. That would be my last meal of the day. I can also have a little bit of chocolate. But I did definitely showed you every single day of eating. I don't know if I showed you this, but this is the source of sauces. I use it on my chicken, and I use it on a turkey, and this thing is bomb. Highly recommend. Not so much sugar in it, and it's pretty healthy thing. As I said before, let me slice it up, the tomato, and show you the last dinner of an emperor. So this is the end. We finally made it. It's midnight, by the way. It's midnight here in California, in Palm Springs. I finally finished cooking all my meals. There's 3 of us here, so like it's a meal for each one of us. But this is my approach, and it's very basic. It's very simple, but it's very balanced. I know exactly what I have to eat, when I have to eat, and what I gotta eat. As you look, asparagus is cooked to perfection. It's very important not to over dry them, keep them moist. All goes for your food. Chicken is nice and moist. Same goes for my ground turkey, my broccoli are cooked to perfection. My salad that consists of spinach, spring mix, arugula, tomatoes, and cucumbers, with also gonna put some olive oil on this, and with sea bass, also cooked to perfection. I can manipulate my food based on my needs. I can add some more carbohydrates and add some more fats, take out more carbohydrates out. When you're gaining mass, when you're trying to put on muscle, you definitely have to consume a lot more carbs, but you also have to cut back on your fats. So it's a game of manipulation, and you really have to figure out what nutrients work the best for you, what types of food work the best for you, combination of foods work the best for you, and most importantly, you have to consume water. People underestimate the importance of consuming water because the digestion works so much better, the absorption works so much better, so it makes your food a lot more efficient, a lot more effective, and then you function a lot better with when you have enough water, you'll have more endurance, you'll have more stamina, you'll have more performance and better metabolism. So don't ever underestimate the importance of water. I actually appreciate you staying with me. It's midnight. I really put a lot of work in order to explain my approach to nutrition. If I want to have a burger, I have a burger. It's just a matter of how I feel. If I need to have a refeed day, I truly believe in those. I try to spend the capacity of my cheat meals on a high quality burger. I wouldn't want to eat, sometimes in and out is the kill just for the fuck of it. But if you want to have efficient, you gotta have a quality burger, quality meat patty, quality vegetables and whatever ingredients go into it. If I feel like I need one, I will allow myself to eat one. If I feel full and efficient and energetic with this diet plan, this is where I'm going to stay. But again, I have a wiggle room, how I call it, wiggle room. So I feel like if I want to have a meal, I will have it. If I want to have a sweet, I will have it. But again, it depends on where I'm at with my goals and the way I want to look, where I perform, how much cardio I've been doing, how much boxing, how much swimming, how much surfing, how much running, how much biking, how much weightlifting, and whatnot. And I kind of manipulate everything around it. I know the combination of food that will not bloat me because it's very important to stay flat stomach in order to have a proper digestion, because if you're constantly bloated, your food is not going to digest well, and this is a very important aspect that a lot of people overlook. I hope you guys got a little understanding from the approach that I have to my dieting and my nutrition. This is exactly what I do every single day. It doesn't really change much in terms of the combination of foods or diet of foods or types of fish. I can change around, maybe some have tuna or some cod, it just depends. But this is always going to be the basic. And as I said before, I eat red meat now so much once a week, twice a month, and I will have it after a leg day. I'll have a really nice fat ribeye. I do love meat. I actually have incorporate ground beef or ground bison most of the time, but I will have that probably maybe once or twice a week at the most as well. So this is the basics. This is what I do. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I really put a lot of work and a lot of effort in order to make it happen, in order to explain how I do it. I'm having one arm, and I think it kind of adds to the drama of this video because I do put in a lot of work regardless if I have this or not. But even having one arm right now and trying to cook all this shit, but you know what's awesome? This fucking sauce, first of all, this fucking sauce is awesome. This sauce is the fucking best. One of the best sauces for real, for real. This is a lifesaver for me. And what's good about having only one hand is I allow myself to eat everything with hands. Including rice. Even rice. I appreciate you guys staying with me. I appreciate watching this video. If you have any questions, leave the comments below. Appreciate you watching through this. This is me, Artemus Dolgin, the way I am. That has always been all love. Koniec. Koniec. This is over. The end.
Who knew I would make it this far? They hated, they never believe me. Yeah, I would never drop the ball. I know I make it look easy. Yeah, Mayweather with the defense.
I really needed this. I really needed this. I'm glad it was sharp.
Hold up, I shoot my shot, wait, hold up. I'm really about to run this go up. You know it's all net when it go up.